How deep and impactful is your presence? Presence is not just for people who want to be at the top, who want to be influencers or thought leaders. It is a tool for you to bring in your life the success and happiness that you desire. In this video, we explore the power of presence with practical strategies, insights and tips to make you shine in every situation and with everyone. So get ready to unlock your full potential and make your presence felt. Let's dive right in. My name is Greg Angelbert. I've had about a 20-year corporate career where I went from being a trainee to eventually a vice president and managing director. And I went from managing myself to about 1,000 people. Today I'm a master coach and I help people, teams, organizations to know themselves, to design their future self, and to become their future selves. Presence is a combination of one's physical, emotional, and psychological state that projects a strong, authentic, and influential aura in interactions with others. It involves being fully engaged and attuned to the present moment, exuding confidence, and effectively conveying one's thoughts, feelings, and intentions. A person with presence commands attention, inspires trust, and leaves a lasting impact to those surrounding that person. So what are the different components of presence? One way to look at it is with three core elements. One is your appearance, the second one is how you communicate, and the third one is your gravitas. So let me tell you a story about myself. As a young VP, I was told that in meetings with my team, people could not hear me. Basically, I was muttering to myself. Eventually, I traced it back to two core root causes. One was that I was not very confident in actually having this job and being at the right level, i.e. imposter syndrome. The second one is that I had not sorted out how I wanted to project myself in the role in which I was. Working on both elements literally helped me to find my voice and also to lead with authenticity. And that ended up at the same time making me a much happier person. Starting with appearance, it does not count for so much in your present, but it has an impact depending on certain circumstances. Basically, your appearance counts a lot more if you do not have a high reservoir of gravitas already, and if you do not have a very strong communication skill. Simply put, if you start as a young graduate in a corporation, if you fit with the general appearance of other people, then you will not attract too much attention, and at the beginning that will build a sense of trust in you. If it's Goldman Sachs, well, wear a suit. If it's a startup, well, wear whatever the vibe is. Once you're respected for your gravitas, that you've built your gravitas in an organization or in your life, then pretty much everything goes in terms of your appearance. You've seen that with influencers or with famous people who don't have to prove themselves anymore. They can wear anything. There is such a thing as going too far, though. Self-awareness forms the foundation of building a strong presence. By knowing yourself deeply, you can present yourself authentically and engage with others in a way that resonates with them and leaves a lasting impact. Very importantly, you're projecting yourself, your intent, your values, your purpose. You're not projecting what you think other people want to see of you. If you fake yourself, eventually people will notice it and it won't resonate the same way with them. To know yourself better, you need to be spending some time on introspection, and there are some key elements that you can consider. The first one is to know your values, your strengths, your interests, and what a life well lived looks like for you. For that, you have all the resources to work on this specific aspect of knowing yourself in this video here. Another way to look at this is to have introspection about your personality traits. And there are many ways that you can discover your personality traits. One that I like is called the Big 5 personality test, and if you want to take it and learn more about it, check out this video. Finally, you can also spend some time to understand your leadership styles. We all have different styles that we start with in our life, and what is important is to learn to develop a number of them through life. One model that I like is from Daniel Goleman, who worked on emotional intelligence, and he talks about 6 leadership styles that we can use in different ways, in different situations. If you want to test yourself on this and learn more about those 6 leadership styles, check out this video. Self-awareness will apply to all the other elements that I will talk about in this video. A good practice to have is to get into the habit of observing yourself throughout the situation, like, having a third eye while you're conducting conversation with others, and also ask feedback from other people to tell you how you behave in certain situations. Confidence is vital in building presence because it significantly influences how others perceive and respond to you. There are different elements in confidence that you need to cultivate. First impressions, which studies suggest happens in the first 5 seconds of an interaction, or whether you're assertive enough so that your thoughts, ideas and opinions are heard. or whether you show resilience and adaptability when confronted with difficulties. Having magnetism, charisma, that will make you draw people to you because you give them a sense of security and inspiration. Taking risk and wanting to grow, that sets an example for others which is truly inspiring. Having a sense of self-belief and determination that will help you set ambitious goals and work towards them, which in turn help you to build a powerful track record. To cultivate confidence, you can think about the following steps. Take time to acknowledge your accomplishments and strengths. Keep a record of your achievements and positive feedback from others. Pay attention to your self-talk and identify any negative or self-deprecating thoughts. Consciously challenge those thoughts by questioning their validity. Instead of viewing mistakes or failures as signs of incompetence, reframe them as opportunities for growth and learning. Share your feelings of self-doubt or imposter syndrome with trusted friends, mentors, colleagues, as they can offer encouragement and reassurance. Focus on the facts. You will be making plenty of negative stories, which are just that, stories. Understand that perfection is unattainable, so set realistic expectations for yourself and celebrate progress, no matter how small. Recognize that everyone experiences self-doubt at times, and it does not define your worth. Be gentle with yourself. Practice self-care. You like this video so far? Then you know what to do. And also subscribe, put the notifications on if you want to receive content like this every week. And check out other resources and YouTube videos from other YouTubers in the description about the same topic. Mastering body language and non-verbal communication greatly influence how others perceive and interpret our messages, emotions, and intentions. Through these, you can enhance authenticity, establish connection and rapport, convey confidence and authority, become better at active listening, empathy, improve your public presentation skills, interpret others and respond to them better. It's time for practical tips. Observe others and learn. Watch tech talks by skilled leaders. Maintain a good posture, standing tall, head high, looking straight, or sitting upright in your chair. Pay attention to using eye contact with people that you talk to. Record your facial expressions. Align them with your message. Have a friendly expression when you're listening to someone. Use gestures to convey your message, but make sure that it is culturally adapted to where you live and who you're communicating with. Control your voice and tone to convey emotions, emphasis, avoid sarcasm and condescension. Mirror and match the body language non-verbal clues of the person you interact with. And use active listening to be fully present for the person. Verbal communication is a primary means through which we express our thoughts, ideas, and intentions. It is our primary way to understand and impact others as human beings. Through this, you can be clearer and impactful, build rapport and connection, influence and persuade in a more potent way, adapt your style to different audiences, become better at resolving conflicts and solving problems. Become a credible expert through expressing your knowledge and explaining complex concepts powerfully. And some key tips to improve. Use clear, concise language, no jargon, use examples, analogies, stories. Pay attention to nonverbal cues and align with the person you're interacting with. Slow down your pace to allow for others to understand and absorb what you say. Vary your tone so you're engaging, not too much, not too little. Be mindful of your audience, know them in advance and adapt your message to them. Use visual aids to support and enhance your communication without effacing yourself. Join public speaking events like Toastmasters or communication courses. Emotional intelligence is essential in building presence because it enables you to understand, manage, and navigate emotions, both your own and those of others, in a way that promotes positive relationships and effective communication. And with EQ, you can improve your self-awareness, increase your empathy and understanding of others, choose your words and tone in a more attuned way, manage conflicts effectively and have better relationships, adapt to different environments, people, inspire and influence from a place of care, have stronger resilience and lower stress. Here are some key ways to improve your EQ. First, refer to the self-awareness part of this video. This is key for emotional intelligence. Pay attention to the present moment. Practice mindfulness. Put yourself in others' shoes. Actively listen to them. Use deep breathing, breaks, relaxing activities to regulate your emotions. Get yourself out and talking to others to enhance your social skills. And pay attention to other people's emotions. Final part is a key ingredient to building gravitas and therefore presence. Trust forms the foundation of positive and meaningful relationships. When people trust you, they are more likely to be receptive to your ideas, follow your lead, and engage with you authentically. One framework that I use to coach people to build trust with people around them is based on 4 key elements. The first one is behaving with integrity. The second one is to have a positive intent. The third one is to demonstrate your capabilities. And the fourth one is to deliver results. There's a lot to explore here, and I have an entire video which is dedicated to how you can build trust with others and within yourself. So check out this video if you want to build some true, powerful, deep gravitas. It's important to realize that you are not alone to be building up your presence. Improving yourself is hard, so do not hesitate to ask for help from family, friends, counselors, therapists, or coaches. A piece of advice for how you can improve your presence. Don't try to do too many things at the same time. If you have picked up a few things in this video, a few tips that you want to implement, then make sure that you pick up 2 or 3 first, so you implement those first for the next 2 to 3 months. It takes time to change behaviors, and it even takes longer for people to notice that you have changed. So give it time. If you're not sure on what to improve, then get some feedback. You want to learn more about how to get powerful feedback that will enable to change yourself? Check out this video. I will leave you with a quote from Brené Brown, who is an American professor and also a best-selling author. Presence is about showing up with authenticity, compassion, and empathy. If you've already watched my trust video and then you want to go further, then you might be interested in the key 13 behaviors for trust that you can build for yourself and others around you. If you want to know more, check this out.